Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, and our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Daniels. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Brown. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Keita. That shot misses.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
A nice. Shot by Tatum.
And Tatum, he can create space. He can shoot over people.
Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo!
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim. Shot. For good measure. Wow.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
You know, Tim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label. Way above the rim. JB feeling it.
Okongwu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Launches it. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And taken away by Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Driving the lane. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Celtics trailed by 3. Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got 11.
excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Pass to Hauser. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. The deep three from Tatum. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And that one, good.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Johnson. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
Hauser misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. To the paint, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Johnson outside. And then Johnson with the jam.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love that.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And he's good on the three ball. Tatum's got 16 points.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from three.
Kind of a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
There's the lob to Brown. Close the alley-oop.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Celtics now, trailing by 5.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Johnson gets the bucket. And that's 10 points for Johnson.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Fires from way out. Outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniels.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Celtics making a switch here. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And he nails the third. And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
Johnson outside. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim ride.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. From deep three-point territory. And it's Derek White with the rebound. There's the three. Garza gets